Okay. Oh, I did not see you there. I'm just really sad that I'm no longer in Infosion. I'll start the video, but first I would like to share that last year when I started giving interviews, I knew I wanted a switch, but I did not know how I'm gonna do it, how long would it take, how much I should be expecting, what would be the interview process. I knew nothing. All I knew was that on my last day, when I go to my office, I would be wearing this blazer. Yes, that I didn't get to do. So I thought, why not wear it today? So yeah, that was a little fun fact. So I took some clips on my last day. I thought I would get a chance to get inside the campus, but that's not happening. We have to take special permission for that, which I was not aware of. So I couldn't get inside. So yeah, but today's video will be the top 5 things that I wish I knew before I joined Infosys. And lastly, I would answer if I recommend Infosys. So stick to the end of the video. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get started. Now let's quickly begin with the 5 things that I need to share with you. First is the failure in Infosys Mysore training. I'll talk from my experience, obviously. When I joined Infosys Mysore, in my whole career as a student, I had never failed, never. Even if I was not studying at all, I would never fail. But when I joined Infosys, I failed twice in Python and database. Failing for me at that time was such a huge deal. I cannot tell you what those 2 failures did to my mental health. I thought that was like the end of the world. I was not eating, I was not sleeping, I was not going anywhere. I basically did not enjoy my Mysore training. I know it's great if you pass, obviously. It's great if you do great in your academics. Amazing, very good. But if you fail, that is okay too, because Infosys gives you enough chances to come back. So if you fail once, do not think that's the end of the world. Just get back to studying. Study till a point that is good for you. Do not pressurize yourself so much that you just stop, enjoying life, or just stop being grateful what you have. Like I did. I became like another person. I became like a zombie. So I wish someone would have told me that. So I know the last batch did not get to go to Mysore, and you're getting online training. And I figured you might miss this amazing fountain dance in Infosys Mysore. So I thought I would share a little clip for you all. This is what helped me get through the most difficult days. Second thing I want to talk about are projects. Infosys is a service-based company, and so there is a chance, actually a huge chance, that you won't get a development project from scratch. We have more like enhancement projects. That means is you'll already have an application and you will be doing some enhancements to it. And I know a lot of people look down upon service companies, based companies, because of this. But if you're a fresher and you get any project with minor enhancements, I think that is fine too, because if you really want to be in the IT field, I think the first year you can just go through the code that you have. So at that time, it's not important what job you're assigned, what you are actually doing, because this is like actual code that is working somewhere. Initially, I never cared to go through the code on my own, which was a huge mistake. I mean, just by going through the code and asking your seniors questions, what is happening, how this works, this will help you so much in your future, so much to build your base. Third thing is, let's talk about the support projects. So about me, I have worked in enhancement projects in Infosys, and I have worked in 3 projects till now. So during these projects, when I was hopping from one project to another, there was a bench part time. So it's not something only freshers face. Sometimes lateral entries can also face bench period. So I know bench period could be frustrating. So the timeline can be different. For some people it's just 1 week or 2 weeks. For some it could go as long as 6 months. I know that time can be frustrating if it's longer. If that happens, please do not feel bad. I mean, think of it this like you have 6 months of time, okay, and you're getting paid this whole 6 months doing nothing, and you have all this time on your hand and you can utilize it to do anything. Infosys has such great platforms to learn. You have Lex courses, you have so many certifications, you have all these workshops that are continuously being arranged for your enhancement. If you want to just take a break from the IT side, there are so many clubs that you can join. It's basically like extended college. Talking about the support project, I know it can be very difficult, especially if the support project is rotational shift. See, I have seen that some people are okay with their support projects, and that's great because if it's working for you, then it's great. Then everything works. But agar your project starts messing with your health, your physical health or your mental health, then there's a problem because your health is king.
Period.
And I have seen some of my friends being so frustrated. This happens in rotational shifts. So rotational shifts is there is not a defined time. They can ask you to join early morning or like late night. It really messes up with your sleeping cycle, your eating cycle, or anything else because there's no defined time for anything. So if you get into such a project, please take some time to think, is that really what you want? And if it's not, which I think will be the case in most of the situations, please ask yourself, what do you actually want? Is it a development project? Is it a job switch? Is it higher studies, or just not anything related to IT, whatever it might be? But ask yourself, start asking yourself this question and work towards it, because a lot of friends I knew went for higher studies. Some of them just left Infosys and started doing business. I think that's all okay as long as your health is fine. So yeah, find something that works for you. So the fourth thing would be politics. IT politics is not a myth, you guys. Although I did not see that dirty politics, but I know that it happened. And guys, you will be in a situation where there is competition. There's competition to get a raise, there's competition to get on-site opportunity, there is competition to get work, good work. There is competition everywhere, and in such situations it is very natural that politics can happen. It's with every job, there is a darker side to it. I did not see that dirty politics, thank God, till now. So I saw that it was happening, but it did not happen with me. So you'll have to watch out for that. But I think as long as you go to your office, do the job that is assigned to you, learn from it. If you have any doubts, go to your seniors. Most of the people in such companies are very helpful. They would not say no. Even if they do, you can go to your HR, you can go to your manager. There are all these hierarchies that are set for you. So there are a lot of people you can approach to. If you're in a situation where you need help, Infosys does a great job with that. You would not feel like you were alone. They have a lot of platforms that are there to help you as an employee. I think that's one of the greatest thing about Infosys. And as long as you are going to the office, doing the work you're assigned to, minding your own business, which would be very easy if you want to do that, I think you'll be fine. It's not that difficult. Now the fifth and the last thing would be the salary. So salary is basically the reason that I actually thought about changing. So the starting salary that Infosys gives is pretty nice. It's good to start off. But eventually, after your 3 or 4 years of experience, you start feeling that it's not enough, because your package should be at least double of the years of experience that you have. So if you have 3 years of experience, a 6 LPA would be okay. But if you join Infosys as a fresher, you would realize that the hike is not enough. But if you're satisfied with your salary, then it's fine. See, I switched. I am still not satisfied with what I'm getting. So I think the key is that no one is ever satisfied. But yeah, if you were thinking that the hikes would be amazing, crazy, and you will reach like a 10 LPA from 4 LPA within 3-4 years, no, that won't happen in Infosys. Actually, in any service-based company, that would not happen. I wish I was living like Aisha in a 1 BHK in Mumbai, like she didn't wake up sad. I always thought that's how it's gonna happen.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
That would be a difficulty with Infosys salary for freshers. Yeah, maybe if you're a lateral, maybe, I'm not sure, but as a fresher, chances are very slim. So with that, my 5 things to share about Infosys are out of the way. Now the question, do I recommend Infosys and why? And the answer is yes, I would recommend Infosys. I would highly recommend Infosys. If you have an offer as a fresher from Infosys, please take it. First, the foundation training, it's world class. It's amazing. It'll teach you so much. Second, the facilities, the infrastructure, everything is top notch. Third, it sets a very good base. You would know how to behave in a corporate world, how this corporate world works, the work environment, the work and life balance. Although the shifts are of 9 hours, but I think everyone knows that no one stays in front of the PC for the whole 9 hours. You take, at least I took 3 breaks: morning tea, lunch, then sham ki tea. So in that 9 hours also, you have a lot of time for yourself. So it does depend on the project, but I am speaking solely from my own experience. The work pressure is okay. You can manage it, and for a fresher, for starting off, I think that's great. One thing I think you should ask yourself would be, how long should you stay in Infosys? If you're in a project and where you are going to get an on-site opportunity and you're interested, yes, you should stay. If you have a great project where the learning curve is amazing, you're learning every day something new, you haven't reached that stagnant point, please do stay, take that experience. But if you feel that you have stopped learning and whatever you are learning or working on will not help you in future, you can consider a job switch. And if you think that altogether IT is not working for you, you have to take some time out and think what really works for you and then start working on that. I think Infosys is an amazing institute. I made so many memories here. It made me feel so secure during the COVID times. Last year I spoke about this in my second video also. My advice, if you get an offer from Infosys, do join. But when to leave it, or should you stay or should you go, or how long you should stay, that all depends on what you want in your life. So yeah, with that we've come to the end of the video, and I just want to say, oh my god, I'm so grateful for being here. Everything from Mysore to Hyderabad to Pune, I've made so many friends, so many memories. I've met such great colleagues, great team leads. I mean, it was such a great journey, but now I have to move on, and here's to a new journey. So yeah, so now I'm signing off from Infosys, but I will see you guys next time, next Wednesday. Have a great day. So also don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That's it. Thank you. Bye.